Hey friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lupe, and I love to share what it is that is on my mind, things that have worked for me in the past. And I love that when I have successes and failures or perceived failures, everything is just this learning experience. And basically my YouTube channel is about my learning experiences on my own journey. And the reason for me wanting to share this is because I know that everybody is in different basically we're in different levels of life. And sometimes things that other people have gone through and they are able to be vulnerable and open and share their experiences. When that happens and I am allowed into their world, their mindset, their emotions, what they were going through, I've actually had so many epiphanies about my life. Not only that, sometimes just by being a friendly ear, me being the space for somebody else, or maybe sometimes many times I have been the shoulder to cry on for people, and that humbles me, and I learn to be more loving and understanding and caring and compassionate for others. That way I don't become the person that hurts somebody else. And but my reason for sharing today is that after having a beautiful conversation with a really great, amazing, phenomenal gift of a friend that I recently reconnected with, when she and I were talking, like there's so many similarities in our life, and we were talking about blocks in our life. And what was coming to me while we were having this conversation was this insight, this wisdom, this epiphany that our obstacles are the way. And what I mean by that is that, for instance, when I was a kid, I was a little kid, and I would constantly hear to stop crying, to stop being a baby, to stop being so emotional, that why was I always crying and things like that, and that I was too sensitive and I cried about everything. And although people maybe didn't mean me any harm, maybe they just didn't know why I was crying and it was like driving them nuts. To me, what I internalized was that in order for me to be accepted, I need to shield my emotions. I cannot share my emotions. I cannot show how I'm actually feeling because it bothers people and because it's a nuisance to others, right? So I learned to mute myself. I learned to stay quiet when I needed help. I learned to not express myself, not verbalize what was going on, and basically just run away from things because I wasn't being vocal about what the actual problem was. And especially early on in childhood, when you are developing yourself into a little person, into a person that, I mean, you're a human being, right? You're just a little bit smaller than your parents or caregivers. And so you start feeling like I'm the same as you. And then when people are telling you you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong for feeling this way, for being this way, for emotionalizing certain things, for picking up other people's emotions and energy, because as a kid, I was super empathic. I'm still empathic now, but I was super empathic, and I always let my energies run away with me, basically. Isn't that in a song? Yeah. So anyway, so as I was talking on the phone with my friend, we were talking about obstacles and what we've experienced as children and what kind of now we learn to not do. So for instance, she was asked to be quiet so many times. She was told that she talked too much, to be quiet, to shut up, right? And so she learned to keep things to herself, to not speak up, to be meek, to be just small, low voice, or just speak less, right? And so in meetings and Zoom calls and business situations, she spoke very little, and she didn't really express herself so much. And until she was being asked to speak more. So her obstacle was, she was, as a child, told to quiet down, shut up, don't talk too much. You talk too much. Why do you talk too much? And so she, in a way, internalized that as, for me to be accepted, I need to be quiet. So then, as an adult, we don't speak up for ourselves. I have something similar like that. So in my experience as an adult, I didn't speak up for myself. I was 18, 19, 20. I didn't build boundaries. People took advantage of me, financially, emotionally, and I didn't ask for what I felt I was worth, and I would just accept whatever came to me or whoever came to me, even though a relationship was not healthy. And I knew that right off the bat because of my intuition and all these red flags that I was picking up. And I still just went ahead and went along with the relationship, whether it be intimate or just a friendship. Everyone that we are in life with, we're in a relationship with. So I don't just mean intimate. I mean friends and coworkers and family members and things like that. So my block, my obstacle was the way because, excuse me, my obstacle was the way because I was often told that I'm so emotional, I feel too much, why am I always crying? And it's because I was empathic. I am empathic. I actually can walk into a room and feel the energy. I will immediately know if I want to stay or if I need to go ASAP. And so many people can do that. Just people are not aware that that is a thing, like they don't verbalize it. But I've always been very empathic. I'm very emotional. I can pick up other people's energy and emotions. And my thing was because I heard repeatedly, and it's not that you're weak, it's just through repetition is how we learn. And I always thought like, man, I let it in. I'm garbage. Why would I let that in? It was so hurtful. But in reality, when you hear something on replay, on repeat, like that's how we learn songs. That's how we learn our course in college, or, certain math problems in school, or whatever it is, how we learn to spell through repetition, how we learn to ride a bike or anything else through repetition, right? And so when I was a small kid, I let in the fact that I was too sensitive, that I felt too much, that I cried too much. So growing up, I had a real big problem tapping into my needs, tapping into my passion, excitement. I didn't really know how to decide for myself because I listened to so many people, or I listened to people for, in a way that was harmful for me, unknowingly to them or to me. And so all this just to say that many times when we are afraid of something, or when we feel that we are holding on to a story that I am this way because, check your story, because most of the time we can rewrite our story and we can choose a more empowering story that will help us thrive. Like if you're in business and you subconsciously believe, or somewhere you're conscious of a certain belief that I'm not a salesperson, then unfortunately unfortunately, you may encounter problems with your sales job, being marketing, or actually being a salesperson selling product or services. You may encounter certain things like that. So when you rewrite this story that is only a belief that you keep thinking over and over again, we have a lot of those that were actually programmed into our system, into our subconscious mind as kids through repetition. Again, it doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make me a bad person, but one thing you can ask yourself, am I truly aware? Am I present? Then when you are aware and present, you can also ask, am I conscious? So if you answer yes to these things, realize that you have the power to rewrite that story that says, I am powerful. I have strong emotions about something because I have passion, because I am empathic, and that is a gift. And because of that, I am truly able to connect with people on such a deeper level. I can't just have a conversation and say, hey, what's up? What's going on? Oh, nothing. Okay, good. Have a good one. Like that, in a way, sometimes we can't avoid those conversations because we're in such a hurry and go, go, go. But my thing is communication with people and meeting people on a deeper level, because what's helped me so much to heal is to be able to connect with people on a deeper level. Even when I'm on social media, somebody just posted something beautiful that was healing on Instagram, and I replied something back, and I actually had a connection with that person, and she replied back, and she was like moved by my reply. And then, you know, that's how you connect with people. You be open and vulnerable, honor yourself, love yourself, and have the courage to look at those parts of you that maybe you think are insignificant, but are actually running your life, like subconscious beliefs and stories and obstacles and limiting, disempowering beliefs and thoughts that we keep on replay, whether conscious or unconsciously, you know, subconsciously. We have a lot of programs running in the background. So it's really good just how we update our phone, update our laptop, and other software and other things that we use. It's really great to upgrade our software as well in our minds, you know, and clear out all the garbage, all the crap that we've been hanging on onto that doesn't even belong to us. It belongs to other people. And I'm only able to speak about it because I've been doing the inner work. It is a challenge. It is not easy, but it is so worth it. And I'm growing, and instead of contracting and hiding and avoiding, I'm starting to walk in and be present and sit with it and acknowledge it and call it by its name and actually be aware of what I've been so afraid of, and realize that I've only been afraid of the change that needs to happen. So that in itself is super empowering. And so that is the exact reason for me to share these YouTube videos. They're just short snippets into insightful information that can start to transform your life. So I hope this helped. If it did, please like and share and subscribe, and I will see you guys later on a different video. So stay tuned, and I intend to upload once a week. So see you next time. Bye.